But unless we are challenging these elected officials, these corporations, where they're at, where they work, right? Whether that means mass demonstrations, that means civil disobedience, that means direct action, that means making sure that their lives are complicated, right? That they just can't go and stand up here and have a community meeting with you, and then go back and have their party with the developers who are paying for their campaign, and they're like, don't worry about it, I've talked to the community, we've settled them down, I've told them they're going to get this and that and this, and let's go build this multi-million-dollar luxury condo and call it affordable housing. We got this, right? Because that's generally what happens. And so unless we are organized as communities to really fight back against the ideas that elected officials have, again, because these are political questions. In addition to that, so our organization, Community Movement Builders, is working with abundant housing, the lawyers,
volunteer lawyers.
Say it again? Volunteer Lawyers of Atlanta, several other organizations, and we formed a coalition to fight for affordable housing here in Atlanta. So right now we're in the process of trying to build that coalition out. I welcome all of you to join as both individuals, as an organization. Part of our struggle is to build out not only the demands that we're asking for, what is it that we see that Atlanta should be, who's stopping Atlanta from being that, and again, how do we put that pressure on these folks to make it happen? When we first started the coalition, we were having some meetings. We had one demonstration in front of City Hall. Mistakenly, some of the organizations in the coalition didn't quite understand that when we said we were going to have a demonstration, that meant we were going to challenge the city. And so they got a little nervous. They showed, but they got a little nervous. And the city actually called them because the city thought that they were their friends. When I say the city, the mayor called some organizations and asked these organizations, how dare you protest me? Right? How dare you protest me? And what did they do? They set up a meeting with us. They sat down and chopped it up with us and talked to us. We want to hear your ideas. We're so glad that you're here. How can we get you involved? This is what we're doing. Isn't it great? 2 meetings. Okay, thank you so much. Never heard from them again. Right? Because the city's used to this. And when we're small or when we are not coalescing around different issues and ideas together, when we're acting in our own silos, they benefit. But when we coalesce, and imagine our demonstration probably had no more than 100 people. What if we had 500 people, or 1,000 people, or 5,000 people? What do you think then would be the reaction, right? So this is all about organize, organize, organize. It's not easy to do, but it's a very simple solution. The policy ideas are there. As I said, the money is there, right? Say, from writ large in terms of the Pentagon to the city of Atlanta, over 30% of the budget here goes to policing. Have you ever heard an elected official say, where's that money going to come from? But the moment there's a housing plan, a plan on homelessness, a plan on service needs, a plan on getting public assistance to somebody, the first question is, where's that money going to come from? Not when Buckhead wants a new police station, though. Not when they want to build Cop City.
Right.
There's never a question about where's the money then. There's only a question when working class and poor people start either making demands or ask, and then those who have resources or who work for the folks with resources start pushing back and saying, well, that's not a good case for that money. Well, where's that money going to come from? So we have to understand that we have to organize, we have to be clear politically. Doesn't mean we have to all agree on everything, but we have to be clear politically that this is not a question, again, of not having resources, of not having will, of not understanding. This is a question of power. And when poor folks, working class folks, even people who commit, let's call it class suicide, work to organize, then we can win. Otherwise, we're going to be scattered, and they'll give one group one thing, they'll tell one group another, and we'll be disarrayed and we'll be disunified. We have to organize, organize, organize.
Another one.